Hey everybody, this is the Titanic Gamer Dude here. Welcome back to my Let's Play Resident Evil 7. Or my Let's Play of Resident Evil 7. In the last episode, fought Jack Baker, got out good and clean, some slight difficulties, and now we're on the destroyed ship, playing as Mia. So a little girl asked us, are we remembering? And then Mia's like, remembering? What are you? So we just climb up this ladder. Fortunately, we're gonna have to go through another one of those tape sections with the videotape sections. And this one is actually, you need to play this in order to progress through the game. You can avoid all the other ones though. So we just jump down here into this swamp water and climb up the ladder. And now we're on the first floor. So the little girl, she said, you said we'd be a family, and she closes the door on you. So now a four-legged molded spawns, and yeah. You have to play very carefully now. But yeah, there's actually an object in this room we need to get. But unfortunately for us, a molded spawns, and yeah, now we have to avoid getting destroyed. And fortunately we did. We got what we needed. And now we can get off of the first floor. There are four-legged moldeds here though, so be very careful. Uh-oh. It saw us. Thankfully though, we got out. Well, that's what I get for trying to get some additional items. So that's locked from the other side. So we're forced to go to floor 3. Don't worry, there's not any enemies on this floor that will like pose a significant threat to us. But there are no enemies yet. So here's a cassette tape. We can save our game.
Why?
Yeah, why do we need to watch it?
You need to remember, being a family.
So we pick up the old videotape, go to our inventory, and we put it in, and we have to play it. So test subject E-001, C transplant log, top secret, October 5th, 2014, 8:37 p.m., Mia Winners. So unfortunately, loading on this is atrocious. So now she's remembering. So we get machine gun ammo, Special Operations Division. Yeah, it says recent reports suggest that if Evelyn remains at her current location, she's at a higher risk of being stolen by opposing organizations. Your orders, therefore, are to transfer Evelyn to our Central American branch to keep her safe until further notice. During transfer, be sure to adhere to the following protocols. Act as parental guardians for Evelyn at all times to avoid suspicion. Manage Evelyn's vitals via the Geome codex provided. If the mission is compromised beyond reconciliation, dispose of Evelyn. So, sounds almost as though they're talking about Evelyn as, like, she's some type of BOW. And, she pretty much is. Do I really want to use infinite ammo for this? It would really help me with this, because this is just annoying. But, you'll never run out no matter how much you use. Do I want to use infinite ammo? No, I don't want to use it. As much as that infinite ammo Albert sounds, I'm alright. Yeah. Ammo there, which will be useful ultimately in the end. So we just come through here and yeah. There's an herb in here too.
Vomiting far more in excess of her body mass.
Oh, great. We're going to be seeing a lot more of her ugly friends if this keeps up. All right. We need to find her and fast. This is getting out of hand.
So yeah, we just pick up this herb here for safety measures. And that door is actually locked, but now we've unlocked it. There's an herb on this plate. But yeah, one of our friends are now have spawned now. And just open that door. Why did I do that? I'm going the right way. You know, see, there's that guy. He just comes out. Really? Yeah, thankfully though, this guy will just follow us and follow us and follow us and follow us. We can just close him in that room and completely avoid him. Which, that's a nice thing you can do to avoid enemies in this game. Probably one of the reasons why the game can be like somewhat easy. So yeah, we come down here to this floor. There's gonna be a guy that's gonna spawn over here though, so I'm trying to get rid of his leg. Yeah, there we go. So now that his leg is gotten rid of, we can just go by this guy fairly easily. There we go. So, yeah, there's one of these molded. And, okay, as I was saying, there's that molded with the giant claw-like hand on, and, he can be an issue, but, nothing you can't avoid, thankfully. And there's also another molded, and, we can totally avoid him. He's very avoidable. So you just bait him over here. I'll pick up the ammo. Here we just bait him. And we just, you know, run past him. No biggie. And then we close the door. So he won't be able to get us. We can't go through that door though. Because we need this in here. It's corrosive. Yep, there's 3 of them. So we have 3 corrosives, and you actually need to use this one here, or one of them here anyway. So now we just open up the door. Let's just combine that together. Are you mad at me, Mommy?
I'm not mad. Wait. Did you call me? I don't want to live in the lab.
I don't want to live in the lab anymore. I want a house, and I want you to be my mommy.
I'll be your mom. Come back with me. Baby, wait.
Yeah, she says I don't want to live in the lab anymore.
She's making more friends than Alex.
Yeah, she's not, like, she hasn't taken something, I forgot what it is, but it's something that, like, supposed to keep her stable. I personally think it's not, like, something that keeps her mind stable. I personally believe it's, like, something that keeps her from, like, rapidly aging. I think, in my opinion, I have to play the game more to know. So yeah, there are these 2 enemies here. Yeah, you just want to avoid these enemies. Don't even bother fighting them. There we go, we can just close the door on them. We can't use that here. We can use this here. That's for sure. You get more corrosive and you get remote bombs. The remote bombs have a fair amount of utility. You can actually use them to, like, blow up enemies and stun them. So going to just lure this guy all the way back here. Make that guy whiff. He did hit me, but he actually did a considerable amount of damage to me there. But we don't ever have to deal with him again. But unfortunately we do have to deal with these enemies. So what we do is we just blow their legs up. Having struggles getting past these enemies. Well, apparently, yeah, I died. Sometimes that happens. And when I usually do this part, I usually go to the area off to the right and I just go around them, but sometimes if you try to, like, wing it, you'll get stuck and you'll be forced to shoot them. Yes, stuff like that happens sometimes. I'm just going to cut it and get back to where I was originally. Alright, I'm back. This time I'll see what I can do. Alright, so this poor molded is following me, which is a good thing. Alright, I successfully avoided him without getting hit an additional time. He is now behind that door. And Alright, 2 molded have spawned now. God dang it, they rolled back into the way. So, there we go. Okay, they're both dead. I'm out of mines, though, or remote bombs. So now you have to press the button and wait. No. Let me put the corrosive right there next to my herb. Thankfully, there's no more molded in the elevators. So, now we're here on floor 3. Or are we? Are we really on floor 3? No, we're not. We're on floor 2 again. Supplements. Just random supplements that, like, aren't useful in this flashback. So here's some metal we can melt with the corrosive. Oh, look. More remote bombs. Yeah. Just be careful coming around there, because that guy is there. And, we want to just lure him in this room over here. Come on, work with us. Work with us, big guy. There we go. And now he is no longer a threat. It's locked from the other side, though. Oh, what do we do now? What do we do now? We just block him. We just go around him accordingly. Door closed. Do beware in that room, because when you go back into it, now that it's mandatory you go through it, a molded will be there. So now we take the stairs up to floor 3. And now that we're at floor 3, it's pretty much history at this point.
How did you get here? Out of control.
So, as he stated before, he's infected.
Don't say that.
She trusts me. That little bitch never trusted me. Evie, no, Evie.
And because he's infected, she is able to do this to him if she wants. Yeah.
Evelyn, stop! Stop right now!
Yeah. Fungus just overran his system and consumed him very quickly. And as we can see here, after Mia's done getting up, after being knocked out from fainting, she's now infected. So as you can tell, she's hurt. And yeah, there's a laptop. And here's what she says. Yep, at the beginning.
You were right.
So she was working for an organization that created Evelyn. And she's able to secrete that fungus from her body tissue anytime she feels like it.
Forget that you ever knew me. Have a good life.
So in the reports at the Baker estate, it stated that they found Evelyn along with a girl, a woman, near the busted tanker, the busted ship. So here we are, he's running, and yeah, he just explodes.
We'll be together.
And now I think the ship has a self-destruct sequence and the ship exploded. Or I think it was just a violent storm. I'm not sure. I think it was a combination of both. Yeah, see that ship exploded, and now this ship is exploding to try to contain the outbreak, to avoid the world possibly being contaminated by BOWs or just whatever type of materials the BOWs secrete, or just to keep the experiments from getting out. And so now we're back. Do I appreciate this tape taking up a whole clip from my camera? No, I do not, but you know, I have to put up with it. Not really much to say, actually. Except I'm going to have to save my game here, and if I die, I'll be back here, unfortunately. That's something I'll just have to deal with and put up with. But that also means I can take a break, and I can replay the parts I believe are going to give me some struggles, so I can familiarize myself with those parts, and I can respond to it accordingly. Loading on this is atrocious, especially for a next-gen console. But now we're back, and remember, Mia remembers everything.
Can we be a family like before? No, we can't be a family. We were never a family. We will never be a family. I don't need you anymore.
So yeah, that's actually a hallucination, because whoever's infected by the mold sees Evelyn, and yeah, that's like in stage 1, or stage 2 anyway. So yeah, if anybody liked this part, comment, like, favorite, subscribe, and I will see you all later. Goodbye.